Alright, so here we go with the Tier 6 German artillery tank, the Hummel. It's a brand new vehicle that was just added to the tech tree in this patch, and it's a pretty decent artillery piece, I must say. It has 32 AP rounds and 8 APCI, at least that's what I'm carrying with me on this beautiful artillery piece. Well, obviously we are currently looking at the Nashorn, the new Tier 6 tank destroyer in the Waffenträger line. A long-awaited tank with, let's look at this, 88mm armor-piercing shells. Delicious. 203 penetration and 240 damage on average. That is awesome. Reload is, now I have to think of my mind, 4 seconds? 5 seconds? Must be something about that. Pretty fast for an 88, I would say. Now, this is basically a Hummel with a pack instead of an artillery howitzer. It's that, just that. You imagine the following. The Germans running out of options, needing to reuse as many vehicles as they can, because if you use the same vehicle for everything, like it's basically standard right now in modern times, maintenance and supply is far easier, obviously, like spare parts. Different tanks need different spare parts. With this, you can have tank destroyers using the same spare parts as artillery pieces, and so on and so forth, of course. So they went and put a pack on this one and called it Nashorn. It was pretty effective. Obviously, it's an 88. Now, in game, we got a tank that has pretty decent speed, up to 40 km/h, reaching that relatively fast. A good view range too, because it's open top, of course. Pretty nice camo actually on this tank, I have to say. Not bad at all. There are better camo tanks, but not many. And of course it doesn't have any armor. I'm not sure if it's the same armor as on the Hummel, but even if it's more, it's not much. Now, as you can see, the aiming circle is pretty damn small. Not small as in Leopard 1 small, but decent. Good enough to snipe, because that's what you're probably gonna do. Snipe a lot. As all of the Waffenträger tanks, this one is a sniper. Low armor as mentioned, a good gun. As you can see, 88mm, I always love this gun. Turning speed is pretty good. You can turn on the spot, and I don't think any light tank will actually outrun you. Add clutch braking, and none of them will. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, sacrificing my sniper spot, which is a bad idea. Never do that, and you're gonna see I'm running right into the trap here. Like, I'm going, well, I want to support this guy, right? No, never do that. Trying to hit the lower front plate here. Bouncing and getting wrecked for that. Never ever get up front with the Nashorn. It's a sniper tank. I don't even know why I did that. I should have just gone up the hill. Like, over there is a good part. But, you know, sometimes you just do stupid things. And then you almost get killed for that. Now, obviously, there's currently some close combat going on over there, so I decide I could bail off completely and run away, or I could try to help these guys, which is probably the better course of action at the moment, because we need to take out these guys right in front of us. So I'm trying to get a shot in on the Tiger 2 here. There we go. Nice little shot, trying to take him out. Someone else does it for me. And obviously, next target is now the Cannonball down there. Trying to hit the turret here. I'm shooting here. Yeah, there we go. Nice miss on that one. However, there's always a second chance. There we go. Trying to get it. As you can see, T-28 is aiming at me. I'm trying to stay behind cover, but I'm also trying to stay on the move, because obviously artillery can always shoot me. That one's taken out. Can't really get a shot on that guy. I'm also getting spotted, so I'm kind of worried about being artillery. Being an open top vehicle is always a bad thing with artillery. Now, as they are coming down the hill, rushing this heavy tank at the side, yeah, probably gonna advance now. So, what other things to talk about in Nashorn? Well, it's a sniper, really. It's talk about one Waffenträger line tank, and you talked about every single one of them with like light variations. For example, compared to the Stura Emil, the Nashorn has a fast-firing gun with high penetration and lower damage. It's still for tier 6, 200 damage is pretty awesome. And there we go. That's some accuracy there. It's really nice accuracy with the pen. Together with the pen, it's just awesome. Getting good shots on these tanks here. And that's basically about it, really. Like modules, it's the same as always. Tank destroyer. It's tank destroyer that's supposed to be sniping. It's not that hard to put modules for that on it. There we go. Like I said, really good accuracy, as you can see here. And that's about it. I won't be able to take another shot, so we can at least talk to the end. Now, obviously, Binox, Cameranet, and Rammer for me. Some people don't like using Binox on their tank destroyers, but really I prefer Binox on them. Problem is, especially in a tank like this, as soon as you're alone on the flank, maybe your allies died, maybe there weren't any to begin with. With Binox you have this little edge, especially on like tier 6, tier 7 and lower, I'd say. Higher tiers most likely it still gives you the edge, but not as much as before. Because view ranges are not that great. So you're being spotted from way later than like on the higher tiers where your view ranges are higher, obviously. I'd never go without a binoc. You always need those binoculars on your tank. Aside from that, there's not much to say about it. I haven't really been getting a lot of module damage on this one. So I can't really say you need something to protect your engine or ammo rack. Because obviously if you get hit in the sides, I'm pretty sure you're gonna die because ammo rack, but if you get a hit in the side with this, then you're probably dead anyway. Because 600 health is not much. You have to think about it, it's a tier 6 tank. Let's say a KV-1 with the howitzer hits you on the side, you're probably dead. Let's say T150 hits you on the side or the forehand or wherever because there's no armor. You're probably dead because he shoots twice, you're dead. So what you have to rely on this tank, as on all sniper tanks, and as I have repeatedly said on any other Waffenträger line tanks, is your situational awareness and map knowledge. Gotta keep an eye out for everything that could harm you. And that's basically it. The Nashorn. I like it very much. I had another replay where I basically just sat in a bush and was shooting stuff and had a lot of fun doing so, but I decided not to use that because it's pretty boring just watching me shoot people and never even moving like a scrub, just sitting in the same bush. But for that example, would pretty damn the best tactical choice to do. I can see this tank to be a lot of fun for people, especially if you have a scout, a medium tank for example. Put up a platoon with a medium or a heavy tank and you support them. That is your role. Have someone in front that you can support. As long as you have got someone spotting and holding the enemy where you can shoot them, this tank's going to be a lot of fun. And with its speed, you can always burst in and help people up front if they need help up front. Pretty decent tank. Pretty much a recommendation of buying one if you get one. And maybe if you like it, just keep it, because tier 6. Fucking hell of a gun. See you next time.